Hello and welcome. I'm Arumba. Thank you for joining me. This will be the second episode of our Muslim playthrough. So, where we last left off, we had just murdered somebody and inherited their land. And I wanted to cover how this jizya tax works. So basically, what's funny to me, it's interesting. So everything we just talked about in the first episode was about piety and being humble and, spreading wealth and being generous. And my understanding, and I hope I don't sound too unexposed to religion here, but basically my learning from this game is that Muslims, they want to spread their faith. They want to have people believe in what they believe in. And they have the ability to attack anyone that doesn't believe in what they believe in. And interestingly, they get a local tax modifier, plus 25%, when there's a county that is a different religion than theirs. And the description here says, a tax on the non-Muslim populations. This tax is larger than the zakat tax paid by Muslims, and therefore increases the total tax income. So it's like we're supposed to be peaceful and spread wealth, but then we're supposed to attack people and then tax the crap out of them. So I don't really understand it, but anyway, so because that's a different religion, we do get more tax revenue from it, and that's good. That affects the whole county. So every holding in here, as long as the ruler is Muslim, will get that benefit. So these guys are not Muslims, so we definitely want to replace them. Can we murder you? Can we get rid of you? Yeah, let's get rid of you. We want to murder all non-Muslims. Make sure that our counties are working efficiently. If you're already starting to think that this is going to turn into another murderous Republic playthrough, you may be right. That could happen. Now the Russian Duke here, he's got a lot of individual counts. He has not yet formed his duchies. Lots of individual players. Hopefully they rebel. Do they like him? Most of them do. A couple of them don't. But hopefully they rebel and we can attack him. In fact, how are we doing military-wise? We've got 2,000 men. We should be attacking somebody. So let's briefly discuss some of the different casus belli that Muslims get. So in the Republic Let's Play, if you remember, every time we attacked, it was either a holy war or a city conquest. We don't get that as a Muslim. But what we do get is we get two special attacks. One is we get conquests, and two is we get invasions. And an invasion is not something we're going to see for quite a while. It won't show up on the list yet. But a conquest just says pagans and Muslims can conquer single border counties without specific reasons, at the cost of some piety. So we spend piety, again, a good reason to try to get that humble trait. Plus 1 piety per month allows you to fuel your conquests. You spend a little bit of piety and you can attack whoever the heck you want, as long as they're your neighbor. You just take some of their land. This helps out when you've got to deal with decadence problems, if you've got too many older men in your family. And when coupled with holy wars give piety, conquests spend piety. So you do it in a balance. And it's pretty easy to win them because once you've attacked the county that you want, you start getting war score. So this guy has very little holdings. He does have the warrior cult building to give him some more strength, a little bit of a defensive bonus against us. How much men do you have altogether? See, now this is interesting. So he's got 2,000 men, and we've got 2,000 men, but he's got this distance to travel. He's got to travel across the Arctic terrain, travel across forests. He's spread out, where we're all consolidated along his border. So if I attack this county right here, I could move all my men on top of it, and then he would have a hard time combining his forces and attacking it. And in fact, what if we went for this one? Yeah, so if we attacked this one and we got on there before he could consolidate his men, he'd have a river crossing penalty, and we'd be at a pretty even fight. On the other hand, we could attack this way. Another high chief here. This guy's got fewer men, I think just 850. And the Russian dukes are very likely to start expanding, either to the north, east, or slightly to the south. They're not likely to attack this Khan of Cumania, but they're probably going to attack these guys. So it is kind of a race to see who attacks first and who wins. We definitely don't want to lose our military before we make the attack. So, what can we do? Let's do this. So I'm going to observe Ramadan. What Ramadan is every year, or actually I think it's every other year, you can observe Ramadan. It gives a number of events. There's a chance you could get ill and potentially die. It costs 60 gold, but it gives you a bunch of piety and makes you lose decadence. So let's talk about decadence. When you have decadence problems, you're going to have reduced income, and you're also going to have reduced morale for your armies. When you have low decadence, you're going to have increased income and increased morale. And you can see your decadence right here. Doesn't actually show any effects because we're exactly at the break-even point. 25% is considered 0. So there's no positive or negative effect when you're at 25%. If you go above around 75, 80% decadence, you're very, very likely to get an event where a big, huge army will spawn and just kill you and take over part of your land. And it's supposed to stimulate the Muslims' desire to kind of honor the men in their family by giving them land. If they don't have enough land, they grow decadent. You know, they grow bored or frustrated, and they'll start attacking or something. That's my understanding of it anyway. Now, we could declare a holy war on this guy, but these are all Suomenuskos, so they'd probably help him. If we did a holy war on this guy, how much of that land could we take? The whole thing. But he's got a little bit more money, a little bit more army than we do. This guy has got only 851. And he is also Suomenusko, but they would have to cross our land to get to him. Well, we'll do the Ramadan first. Let's lower decadence so I can show you how that works, and then we'll declare war. So we've already lowered it by 3%, and you can see the change due to the other factors this year. So we spent some money, and we've reduced it by 3% due to events. The effect is plus 2.4% domain income, and morale of domain troops is positive 6%. So if you can keep your decadence at 0, you get a big boost to your income, and it's a good position to be in. It's very difficult to keep it 0 the larger your realm gets, but we'll see how well we can do. And how come my limit has not increased? Oh, we still have a region, that's why. So the region's gone, and this is an event from Ramadan. Many in Bulgar have donated generously to provide for the poor during the holy month of Ramadan. The gold has been gathered in an urn, but when you approach it to donate your own share, your greedy nature results in your coin purse gaining weight instead of losing it. Normally, you have an option of donating or not, and because we're greedy, one of those options is gone. So we have to steal. So we're going to gain 1 decadence. The fast you have observed during Ramadan has taught you the value of moderation in all things, and the dangers of indulgence and excess. You feel closer to Allah. So we gain temperate, lose 1 decady, gain some piety. Now is the time for prayers and devoted reading of the Quran. After the sun has set, you could recite the Quran through tarawih prayers. Yes or no. I've never really known why you would take no in this case. We'll say yes. And we're still plotting to kill people. We're still above our limit. And so I'm probably going to go ahead and give away this county up to the north. It has no lower holdings. It is earning higher base income because of the jizya tax, but I care more about the total tax that we get. The amount we earn from our holding plus the amount we earn from tax revenue from the vassals. So we get 10.1 from this, only 5.2. This is a clear holding to get rid of. So let's look for men who are not in prison, who are any marriage, not rulers, yes my religion, yes my culture. Sort by stewardship. And yeah. Wait a minute. Sultan. Oh, that's just his name. So we will give him that county to the north. Now he will continue to get the jizya tax until he converts the county. Now he's going to make his own advisors and try to convert it. Unfortunately, when he converts it, the jizya tax modifier goes away, but there's less revolt risk, and you are more likely to get more levy and those things. So it's a temporary benefit, but it's okay. Let's wait till Ramadan ends. He's made the Khan like us better. And we're getting our plotters involved. As a cynical unbeliever, you do your best to uphold the appearance of observing the fast, but behind closed doors you do not think twice about eating and drinking to your heart's content, be it day or night. One day you are caught in the act. Overcome with lust and in broad daylight during the fast, you sinfully engage in the pleasure of the flesh with a serving girl. So my understanding then is that in the middle of the day we're having some fun in front of a whole bunch of people. I should not have done that. And the Prophet, may Allah honor him and grant him peace, teaches the importance of charity and good deeds, especially during the holy month of Ramadan. There are many poor in Bulgar who could be helped if you but parted with some of your treasury. You can spend 24 gold, lose 1 decadence, or not, and lose some piety. I don't want to do it. I want the money. I want the money at this point. I need it. And the end of Ramadan approaches, and this means that the holiday of Eid-ul-Fitr is upon us. Preparations for the planned feast to celebrate this have already been made, and now the time has come to invite your vassals to your palace. What say you, master? Oh, it's expensive. Oh, fine, let's do it. 30 gold. 1 guy refuses to join. 2, 3. 3 vassals refuse to attend. The great banquet you ordered, held to celebrate Eid-ul-Fitr and the end of Ramadan, was a rousing success. The food was exceptional, the entertainment magnificent, and a great time was had by all. Your guests seem suitably impressed by your wealth and generosity. So we gain plus 10 opinion from all people that are our vassals that attended the feast. To celebrate, perhaps you should present gifts to your beloved wives. Now, if we give them all gifts, it's 50 gold. If we only honor our first wife, it's 25 gold. And if we don't do it at all, we lose 10 opinion with them. So let's check their opinions of us first. They don't like the fact that we're a dwarf, or that we're lunatic or possessed. Oh well. So that one doesn't like me very much. What about this one? This one is at 5. This one is at negative 10. Whatever. Let's just piss them off. I'm not too worried about it. Rich merchants want to buy titles, and the barons protest, saying their titles are priceless. Mere merchants should not be allowed to gain the noble rights just because they can afford it. As long as I get paid, I couldn't care less. Your fast has ended. Yay. So all that, and we only ended up losing 1 decadence. That's unfortunate. One of our many wives is pregnant. Now, if we wanted to, for fun, we could take an extra wife and actually gain extra prestige for having more than our fair share. The way it works is a baron, or like someone down here, is expected to have 1 wife. A county lord is expected to have 2. A duke is expected to have 3. And a king or higher is expected to have 4. So if we have 4 when we're just a duke, we've got more than necessary, which is considered prestigious. So let's go ahead and do that, even though it's going to make the game more challenging. Let's find a wife. Sure, that one sounds good. And what do we have here? What are you doing? Apparently they have already created some retinue, perhaps. Success! Somebody is dead. I don't even know who it was. Alright, so now we've got a mayor here who absolutely hates us. He should die. He's got fantastic diplomacy, but he's the wrong religion. He hates me so much that I'm not going to be able to convert him. And he's not the right religion, so he'll be easy to murder. Let's just get rid of him. until we find someone that likes us a little bit better. If you're not with us, you're against us. I'm getting a little bit antsy. I want to attack something. I want to attack someone or something. Right, so we've got an extra wife now, and so you can see it says more than 3 wives, plus 0.4. All of our lovely ladies. He gets his fair share. Tyrion Lannister is not someone that is refused. Lannister always pays his debts. Alright, so actually got fantastic income because of the taxes we get, feudal tax. We got a whole bunch of cities, and we've got a large amount of holdings. So it's decent income. I mean, we're making 90 gold a year right now, 98, and compare that to like Gotland. They're only making 84, so we're actually making more than a republic right now. But anyway, to the most despicable Duke Tyrion I, your low character is the subject of Greek plays. This is a formal declaration of war. So the High Chief of Perm is actually declaring holy war on us. That is a curious move. Why on earth do you think you can win 2,100 to our more than 2,100? Okay. Well, let's just see what happens when we attack you and prevent you from merging your armies and you lose. How's that sound? He's going to try to consolidate on Komi as well. August 14th, August 18th, September 4th. Yeah, we're gonna unite here, and I think we'll be able to easily beat him. All armies will come streaming in, but we've got more that border the province directly. Or not. Maybe I was wrong in calculating that. Oh, apparently we're craven. Mercenaries! I was wrong. Ooh, horse archers, yes. I'd love those. I think we're gonna need them. Alright, we are going to lose this fight, so let's not attack any longer. Let's just unite, get the mercenaries under control, and then see if we cannot... so we got a daughter named Yasar. Yeah, that's fine for now. If I rename people, I'll do it in bulk. I'm disappointed to see it worked out that way, but... now that we have this army, we should be just fine. Now he's attacking us. It looks like he's conquesting just that one territory. Yeah, it's not a holy war. It's a de jure war over Wojtyaki, which is apparently part of his duchy. So, that's fine. We'll just win this war and then attack him. When we win, he's going to owe us 132 gold, and we gain a whole bunch of prestige and good things. Gain some of that, whatever that was. Lower decadence. Continue trying to murder. And I think that I'm going to end this video here. Try to restock. And, ooh, what's this? Something's just happened. Defending against the Grand Prince Vesevolod of Rostov. So yes, so one of the dukes here, Grand Prince Vesevolod of Rostov, has declared a war, the Holy War for Cheremisa, which is, I believe, this entire duchy here. So, shoot. He's going to try to sneak up these 4 counties. And what would be great is if we weren't engaged in this war with Perm, I could declare war on him for the same title, wait for them to fight, and then come in, and then just deal with the remains of the two armies, and actually end up winning it for myself. But we've got this war to deal with, so we'll have to think about that. I will see you in the next episode, I hope. Thank you so much for watching.